Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Ellie.
My name is Yo Pepsi.
And today we will be bringing you the feed of the day. Now, if you guys have noticed, I have a different co-host with me today. This is Joe or Yo Pepsi. I don't know what he wants to be called. But
I can be called either one. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm going to refer to you as Joe.
Okay.
But we will be, the reason why he's here today is because Kiwi is not here today because his brother actually got corona. So may he get better quickly. May a quick and fast recovery. That's
yeah.
Something like that. Okay, so the first topic of the day, we are going to dive right into the new release, or not so new release, but semi-new release of the PS5 compared to the Xbox X, I believe, right? That's what it is?
We're first actually going to compare the PS5 against the PS4 because, as Sony said during the convention, they said there was going to be many changes due to things. One of the big changes actually that came out on the PS5 was that they actually released two PS5s. The first one was it only online. You could only get games online.
They released two of them?
Yeah, they released two.
I thought they released one. This one.
No, they released two. They released one that has a CD implant, so you can put like CDs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the second one, the disc, and the second one, you can only get games like online and stuff.
So you're saying that they released two of them, meaning, I'm just going to repeat exactly what you said, just to make sense in my head. Meaning that they made one that you can have a hard copy of the game,
right,
and the other one is just all online. You buy it online.
Right, and there's $100 difference between the difference.
And which one's cheaper?
The cheaper one is, of course,
the one that's online.
Yeah, it's $100 difference.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So a few of the specs for the people who want to understand the specs. The memory and the interface for the PS5 is 16 gigabytes compared to the PS4, which is only 8 gigabytes. The memory is 448 gigabytes compared to 176.
That's a hell of a lot of the space.
Gigabytes. Yeah. Memory. That makes a huge difference. And then the internal storage for everything that you want to use. Actually, the PS5 still has more with 825 compared to the 500 gigabytes.
On what?
Wait,
which one has more? I got lost.
The PS5 has more.
That makes sense.
Yes.
So in other words, the PS5 basically got upgraded in every single way.
Yes, but one of the main two big differences.
Not gonna lie, I love the look of the PS5. Look how cool that is.
Some people definitely disagree with what you just said.
It's so cool. How can you not
like that? I agree.
I think how can you not like that?
I think, in my opinion, that the PS5's controller looks like the old Xbox controller with a few modifications.
They look exactly the same. They're identical. How can you just because the colors are a little different?
No, there's so many differences. If you look at if you look at the two main big buttons in the middle, that's a huge difference. One's diagonal, one's straight. Also, when you pull the trigger, it vibrates. Like when you
a Wii. I have a Wii in my house because I'm old and I have a Wii. But yeah, so it's kind of like it
vibrates when you take a shot, and when it reloads, it feels like you're reloading. It does.
That's dope. Like I don't know why anyone wouldn't want that.
I know.
But the thing is also like, I was just thinking like also isn't there on like the back of the PS5 or whatever like it's the way it's made it's like it's these like 3-4 things on the back. It's the X, the square, the triangle, and the circle all like in line on the back. I think I heard something like that where that's the design on the back. And is it possible that this is also a touchpad?
Yes, that's also true.
That wasn't just me making something up.
No,
I thought I saw that somewhere. So that's actually true.
If you want to send a message to someone, you can write in the touchpad hi or something. Yeah. That's
actually dope. Like that's really cool. That's a feature that I think that actually is a great upgrade to the controller, specifically because they haven't changed the size of the controller yet. They pack so much more technology inside of it.
Right. Also, another big difference that I'm just looking at this right now. They actually have a mute button, which is a big difference when you're playing online games.
Yeah, that helps.
That definitely helps.
I mean, from all the online gaming that I watch, which isn't a lot, but you know.
Yeah. So another big difference that the PS4 had many complaints about was that it was not 4K. That was
it doesn't. So it was only like 1080 pixels.
1080 is 4K. It's less.
No, it isn't. 1080 is HD.
Oh yeah, you're right.
1080 is HD.
You're
4K is 4K.
No, so it only had they only had like 720.
Oh.
It was
actually.
Yeah, it was not. It's not that good of a system.
What was Xbox at?
The Xbox.
They had 4K.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have 4K and HD. They both. And you get interchangeable. This one, I'm
dying over here.
This one has 4K HD and Blu-ray.
Oh, it's oh, this is Blu-ray also.
Yeah.
So you're saying the one with the disc?
Yeah. Yes, Blu-ray. Yes.
Excuse me while I die over here. Okay, go continue.
Yeah. So those are the two main differences.
So this is the one that can take the disc, and the other one, which doesn't have that slot, can't take the disc. Is what you're saying?
Right. So another difference, huge difference actually, that I'm thinking off the top of my head. I'm not actually sure if the numbers are correct, but I'm pretty sure that that the frames by second is a frames by second are 700. It's a 700 frame by second difference.
That's a lot of frames per second. I mean, it's a lot better quality.
It runs faster.
Yeah, I like those devices. Like, my computer happens to be, I just got a new computer. It runs so much faster than my old one. And I think that it makes a giant difference, especially when I'm trying to get a lot of work done or for school or whatever. And I want to just get my stuff done. And then having that speed, I feel like a lot of people might actually I feel like that's something that people use often is a speed thing. So I feel like that's. Do you think that they should just add that into the price of when you buy a computer? Should they be adding the price, the speed on the computer? Should they be adding that spec?
They do on the box. They put it on the box.
I mean, they put it on the box.
They put the specs on the box.
No, I'm saying should they add that spec automatically, add it into the price?
Yeah.
I mean, instead of a
That's
computer
how
instead of a computer being $100, it's $200. It's $200 because of the fact that it already comes with that spec. Meaning it's not, or should they just keep it in the price and just make all the? And they should change the price to be so it's more expensive because it has the specs in it.
Why do you think the PS5 went up $100? Not just because it's also a new console, but also for the same fact that the specs are a ton better.
Okay, fine. I'm a little bit stupid. Okay, go.
All right. So another thing I wanted to bring up was the new Xbox Series X. One of the main big differences between the two is that one of them has the Xbox Series X controller now comes with a touchpad. So the first time...
Also with the PS5, so similar to the PS5.
Right.
But where is it on the controller?
It's that right there.
Oh, look. This is this?
No, it's right here. It's between the two.
But that is so inconvenient. I feel like I would not know that was there.
I know. They made it very inconvenient, which is something that they don't like, that they both don't like. So let's just say, let me give you the specs for anyone who would like to listen. The processor is an 8-core AMD Ryzen Zen 2
Take a deep breath.
Architecture CPU at 3.8 hertz, and the graphics is 250 GPU with 52 CU and 1.825 gigahertz. The video memory is 16 gigabytes. The storage is so much better than the PS4. It actually has 1 terabyte compared to the PS4, with the PS5, which only has 825 gigabytes. And then the resolution, they're the exact same at 8K, and the frame rate are both the exact same at 120 FPS. Honestly, my opinion, if you want a better...
The CPU is a little bit better on the Xbox Series X, though. I pulled something up.
Right,
so
right.
Here it says that sorry, some ad just popped up. But we have the RAM is the same amount. It's both 16 gigabytes. Storage on the PS5 is 825 gigabytes on a custom drive. But on the Xbox Series X, there's 1 terabyte. The resolution up to 8K on both. Both are 120 frames per second. I'm pretty sure you just said that. I'm sorry for repeating you. And the optical disc drive both have only on the standard PS5, which is $500. They both have Blu-ray and regular UHD. But on the PS5 digital edition, which is only $400 instead of $500, which means that you can only play digital games, and there are no actual discs that can fit in it. Meaning it doesn't have that slot. Then it is It's $400, but it has all the same specs except for it doesn't accept Blu-ray.
So,
yeah.
if you want me to take over, another big differences between the two is that the main base of the PS5 is the new Spider-Man Miles Morales, of course. We've all heard it all over the news, but Xbox Series X has still not come out with the face of the Xbox Series X.
They haven't?
They have not yet. They're planning to come out with a new Halo.
It says Halo Infinite here.
Right. They're also
I'm pretty sure we both have the exact same page open.
We do.
that's funny.
But also another difference between the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, the PS5 is the first and only console to ever come out, or any video game entertainment company to come out with headphones and
Came with headphones?
Hold on, let me finish. Headphones, a video game, and the headphone stand, all included with the pass.
So it comes with headphones.
Yes, if you buy the whole entire thing, which come out to like $700.
So they have it's kind of like a package.
A bundle, yeah, a bundle. Yeah.
And so it comes with headphones. What did you say? Headphones.
Headphone stand. They came out with a fan because they're a big issue with the PS4 was that
it overheated.
Not overheated. It's just the cooling system was way too loud, and some people said, and I quote, it sounded like a plane engine.
Oh, so yeah, I know because my parents have a desktop computer
Right.
at my house that when it starts up, it sounds like we're standing in an airport on the runway.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And another key difference between the PS5 and the Xbox Series X is that with the Xbox Series X, you could not add more storage onto the console. With the PS5, you can add more. Storage with adding a SIM card into it, unlike the Xbox Series X.
Also, it's kind of like Apple and Samsung, because Apple you can't add a SIM card.
All Android phones.
SD, but I guess Android phones you can add the SD card and add up space. So yeah.
Right.
So it seems like it's kind of similar. Like Xbox is kind of going with the Apple vibes, and PS5 is going with PlayStation is going with the Samsung or Android vibes.
And another big difference between the two, Xbox Series X is a playing console. So that means you can play games from the first Xbox, from the Xbox 360, from the Xbox One, all on the Xbox Series X. Unlike the PS5,
Which can only use the PS4.
The PS5 and the PS4 games.
Well, there you go, folks. I guess there are your specs and your stuff on the PS5 and the Xbox X. We are going to take a quick break here, and JK is going to take a break. And then we will come back with one of my other friends coming in as the other co-host for the rest of the episode. Okay, guys, so a topic I wanted to bring up, I wasn't sure how to bring it up or whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
The topic I wanted to bring up was procrastination. Because I know, first of all, myself, I am a very big procrastinator. And I wanted to know your thoughts on what's too much procrastinating, what's not. What can you procrastinate about? What can't you? You feel what are your thoughts on procrastination?
See, I never really understood the whole idea of procrastination. I grew up in a household where you don't procrastinate. I'd like to think that I'm not a procrastinator, at this point in my life. But definitely when I was younger, I was definitely not. Parents grew me up that when I come home from school, it would be homework, studies, if I had a test, whatever it is, prepare for schoolwork, do all my chores, whatever it is. And then I can take a shower, whatever, play games, video games, whatever it is. So I never really grew up being a procrastinator. To me, a procrastinator is just someone that's too lazy and doesn't just push things off. I'm guessing that's what everyone else defines it as. But I don't understand why people just push things off. I get it's not convenient for them, but
when I asked the question, I was more thinking of something that I was more thinking of when you go to bed, when you were younger, right? When you wanted to go to bed, you procrastinate, yeah.
Oh, you're what do you mean? So you just push things off?
You'd be like, oh, Dad, you want a massage? Oh, you want this? So that you get later bedtime.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right before you go to sleep, you remember all the things that you're supposed to do.
Of course, just before you go to sleep, you're like, oh, my leg hurt about 4 hours ago.
Yeah, I need a Band-Aid.
I have a headache.
I need a Band-Aid.
I cut myself about 2 days ago, and now I need a Band-Aid. It's that thing, those things that it's funny how that is human nature, where it's just it's bedtime. Okay, now it's time for everything to go wrong.
I don't think it's human nature. I think that over the past couple decades, we've become a spoiled and ridiculous generation. You know,
That
like
is very fair.
or whatever years ago, I don't know why I said 1,000, but like the cavemen, whatever if they didn't get up and go to like hunt down a chicken or whatever it is, even if they even had chickens back then,
Right.
like don't quote me on like science and stuff like that. But they couldn't. I don't think it's a natural thing. I think it's just because we've become so spoiled, we don't.
Can I say something about that? Like, I feel like but the thing is, what caused that spoilness? I think personally, it's the fact that people are sitting on their asses, on their small little electronic devices, on their computers, on their TVs, on everything, and just they're sitting there all day, so they're not getting rid of their energy. And so by the time comes for them to settle down and go to bed, it's more of a they get their energy is still there, and they just can't go to sleep.
I don't know about that. You know, I think it's just because nowadays you can get, like, obviously Amazon and like your phones help. But I don't think it's just because.
I think that phones are definitely helpful, but at the same time, there's an age when you can get a phone, and there's an age where it's too young.
Yeah, but nowadays
if you're handing a 2-year-old a phone, that's messed up.
Nowadays you can get your hands on anything. Like, realistically, unless you,
I'm saying what age, like, moving on, like, to push on the subject a little bit, it's what age do you think is too young to have a phone?
Oh, no.
I'm saying it's because I feel like these kids are sitting on their butts all day with this phone thing, and just they.
I only got my phone until I graduated middle school. I don't understand.
I got my phone at the same time. Like,
yeah, I don't understand
I got my phone
kids.
2 days before I came into high school. 2 days.
My little brothers, they had classmates that had it when they were like first grade, and I'm just like,
who needs a phone at that age?
Like, who are you texting? Who like, are you just like going out to like Target to like are you driving to Target saying, hey mom, what do you need? Like some cinnamon toast crunch? Like, I don't know.
Don't bash cinnamon toast crunch. That's a good
No, I love this. Number one, but like, no one first grader is doing that.
The question is, what age is too young? I think that until you're out of middle school, like, the thing is, society nowadays.
Even after middle school, you might not need it.
I think that
we need it because we're dormers, but there's nothing.
I think that once you hit high school, you should be able to get, like, I think that that's a good age to get a phone. Either middle school or high school. I don't know, because middle school nowadays with society going the way it is, but by the time we're adults and we have kids are going to have phones the second they come out of the womb.
I know.
They're going to come out with a fucking phone.
Hate it.
Just be like,
obviously, I'd rather not have, like, my goal is not for my kids to have it in middle school, but realistically, that's probably what's going to happen. Right now, at this point in time, I think that kids should get it in high school. Maybe I have a bias because I'm in high school. Maybe I don't.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm always going to think that I need a phone. But realistically, do I? I don't know.
That's fair. But the thing is, it still bothers me the fact that there are these kids nowadays just sitting and rotting in front of a telephone, no matter what age you are. Like me myself, I know I'm addicted to my phone. It's a problem. It's an actual problem.
No, but I think the thing that we have to draw the line right now is, like, we're talking about smartphones here.
Yeah,
because I think that there's a very big necessity in high school, especially being a dormer, being hundreds of miles away from where you grew up.
That's a little bit of a stretch.
I was gonna say thousands, and I was like, no, that's unrealistic.
We only have one guy who's 1,000 miles away. He's from a different country.
Sure, but like, I think a flip phone or whatever, like, not smartphones work. Obviously, I'd rather have a smartphone, but.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, what is getting these kids so addicted to their phones, and me myself so addicted to my phone?
Instant gratification. It's easy.
Instant
just
gratification.
Like because it's their drug. Just like if you put a college kid, what's it called, alcohol in their hands, they're gonna drink it. I'm not. Let me get this straight. I'm not saying 100% they will.
Yeah. We get the point. They can call it
easy access, and everyone else is doing it. It's obviously going to happen.
Like, yeah, it's more likely to happen is what you're saying. So,
for sure.
I understand that, but the thing is, what is so instant gratifying about your phone? I understand, like, oh yeah, I check a text. Like, yeah, my mom texted me, okay, can you get milk from the store? Oh, my dad texted me, yo, can you like pick up some stuff from like Home Depot or something? I understand that, but the thing is, what is the pull to all this social media in general? Is my question, because of the fact that like I know myself, I am addicted to Snapchat. It's something I'm addicted to. It's a problem. When I get a snap, I'm working on it. Like when I get a snap, I try to wait. I try to wait and not answer the snap for at least 5 minutes, and then usually I forget about it, which is good because then I don't actually answer it. But I feel like what is so pulling to these apps, like Snapchat,
Because they know
TikTok, what is YouTube?
Dude, have you ever
These
watched
algorithms.
ever watch Social Dilemma?
No, I never watched social.
It's on Netflix. It's a really good show. It talks
I'm
about
gonna write it down so.
it talks about how these different it shows how the impact of social media and society, and how if you think about it, what are the two big like industries, I guess you would call it,
In this world nowadays.
yeah, that people that use it are called users,
Technology,
and
drugs.
drugs.
Wait, did I actually get those both right?
Yeah,
Nice.
those are the two ones.
Nice.
Just think about the similarities.
They're both addictive.
Yeah, just because it's instant gratification. It's what you want now. Is like, I'm not saying it's crazy. I'm not bashing on phones. The ability that we have to click something on a on a glass thing that brings someone to where you are, to take you to wherever you want to.
Uber.
Like, I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
The ability.
I was
to
guessing which app you were getting.
I mean,
like,
Lyft, whatever it is.
Lyft,
The ability
Uber,
to touch
yeah.
something on a glass thing that brings someone to you,
and
and you don't even have to give them money. It's just like through
everything
credit.
happens. It's yeah, and also
It's amazing. It's
you can see your friend's face through your phone. Like FaceTime is insane. Like it's if you have good Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
good
I would
service,
have told you.
it's very
I would
good.
have told you about like a year ago that a phone is a tool. I don't think that anymore. After watching this movie, it's not a tool. A tool is something that you use, and it's not a symbiotic relationship.
Right.
A phone uses you. Social media, I think, uses you. Like I was gonna give.
That's fair. Yeah.
I was gonna give a name of one of my teachers last year.
Don't
But,
drop, bro.
But I'm not a name dropper. But like it's crazy. All these industries are making money off of you just scrolling through, and it's like I'm not saying that like I guess it's bad. I mean it is, but like they're using who you are for profit.
Yeah, it's another question is some of these industries. How well can you trust them with your credit card information? Because like I feel like Instagram.
None of them does.
No,
Instagram shouldn't be asking you.
No, if you buy something, because now Instagram has on the app. There's the shop button. You can shop on Instagram. Or you can pull that picture up. You
Are you
can
sure?
shop. Yeah, I mean.
I thought it was just like links
Do you
to
have
like
your
other
phone?
people's like things.
Here, do you have your phone?
Yeah, so I don't know.
We can pull it up. It's a button on the bottom. It's
I
a
believe
shopping
you,
bag.
don't worry.
It's a shopping bag, and you push on it, and you can buy stuff on Instagram. Same thing with Facebook. It's Facebook Marketplace. You can buy stuff on Facebook. YouTube. You can buy stuff on YouTube. Buy subscriptions. Join. Like, what is it like?
Yeah, memberships
And stuff. On Snapchat, you can buy different skins for your Snap. You can buy some other things. I don't even know. I've never actually thought about buying anything on Snapchat. I think you can buy merch as well. Like all TikTok, you can buy merch. You can buy Can you buy memberships? I don't know. I've never been on that.
I think I wouldn't either now.
Oh, BS.
I'm not really on TikTok.
BS. You're never not on TikTok. You're never not on TikTok.
But I think that like people have to like pretty much on lives. I think where like you can like send like heart emojis and whatever you are, but like to get heart emojis you have to like pay
No, you
a
don't.
certain amount of money.
I can send hearts on a live on Instagram Live.
No, there's like certain you can like send like a creator of a panda or something like that. It's
On
really weird. And,
Instagram?
like no on TikTok.
Oh.
And like
I've
sending
never
a panda
seen
is
a
like
TikTok
a certain
live.
amount of like not bitcoins, but it's like something
TikTok
coins.
coins or whatever.
Yes, tick coins, whatever it is, and like you get tit coins, for example. I don't know. Through money.
Right. It's an interesting way that this all works. Then there's all your information is so out there. Like, of course, there's certain things like.
Yeah, but nowadays it's so weird. Like, there's no such thing as like getting a definitive answer.
Oh
That's a big word.
Definitive.
But
telescopic English much.
but definitive. I'm just gonna stop saying that word. It's too big
Definitive?
for me. First time I've ever said that.
Oh my god.
All right, let's cut that out.
No, just keep going. Definitive means it's an adjective. It's of conclusion or agreement done or reached decisively with authority.
No, I'm saying no. That wasn't my point. I wasn't trying to define definitively.
Yeah.
I'm saying like nowadays you can't get an actual answer because everyone has an agenda.
Right.
If it's Google to get you to watch more, if it's
But
New York Times or
also,
Fox News
just
or whatever
all these
it is.
apps are also watching what you're doing. Like if I would just like it's
Yeah, it was the weirdest. I've never been on Google News. I was like the things that I searched up on YouTube was
just pop up on Google News.
The Jake Paul fight, which I'm sure we'll talk about later.
Yeah. Which
then,
is big news. That's big stuff.
David Dobrik, and and another thing, and all three of those things were like on my top stories on Google News, and that was the first time I've ever been on Google News. And I was like, that's mad sus.
If I pull up Google News right now, right, I'm gonna pull up Google News. I want to see what my top 3 stories are. So
it's really weird, but like media is so weird nowadays. It's so
they're literally listening to everything you're saying. So my top 3 are COVID. Obviously, it's the top thing on everybody's news. But we have expect a flurry of pardons before Trump leaves office. Something about Trump, I don't know.
So it's Trump. It's COVID.
It's all. This is for me. It's China lunar.
As Kevin Hart likes to say,
China,
the vid.
Yeah. The vid live updates.
Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. What is it?
It's on. It's like a Netflix
Zero Fucks
special.
Given. Is it that one?
Yeah.
Is that the newest one?
Yes.
So it's Zero Fucks Given.
Oh, it's so funny. It
sounds like an AIDS. It's the vid. I love
about his daughter being.
Yeah. It's funny. What is it called? Like a buttery. What is it called? The with the popcorn.
Oh, I don't even know what it's called.
It's called.
I just watched it yesterday. Oh my god.
Buttery.
I don't even know. Yeah,
That's
our boy. That's our boy, Kevin Hart.
Yeah. And this is actually from him filming the Zero Fucks Given. And you can see it's from him filming Zero Fucks Given.
Yeah, it's really
it's
funny.
what he's wearing. I really enjoyed Zero Fucks Given. Shout out to Kevin Hart.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like it in the beginning, but
and
for sure
got
at
better.
the end,
It
I
got
laughed.
better. It definitely got better.
I appreciate
But
it.
Kevin Hart has a bunch of like different things on Netflix. I'm gonna pull up Netflix.
Right now, I think he's He's, to me at least, the funniest comedian.
I really enjoy his stuff.
But what's your opinion on like what's funny? Like what makes you laugh?
If you can deliver jokes with, I don't know, a sense.
What's a joke? Meaning like, are you into satire? Are you into like immature?
Just funny. I don't know, like something that's like.
What makes something funny?
It's
being inappropriate. Like what is it?
I mean, obviously inappropriate. I'm still immature, so inappropriate jokes, they're gonna tickle me. But I think that like it's more just it's the jokes that are just like Kevin Hart said in which one was it? It was Kevin Hart laugh at my pain. I have them all up here. It's Kevin Zero Fucks Given, irresponsible, seriously funny. What now? I'm a grown little man, and laugh at my pain. So in Laugh at My Pain, he makes this joke about an ostrich, right? He was still facing this way, but his head was facing this way. And what worried me the most was the fact that this ostrich was running at 60 miles an hour and did not look did not look forward once. It wasn't worried about hitting another ostrich, hitting a bridge, nothing. So it's really just the timing of the joke and how it's
the delivery. It's the delivery. It's just, this guy helps him because he has a funny voice automatically.
He's just hilarious. I just love Kevin Hart. I think he's a genuinely funny guy. I think he's also a great actor. Great actor.
Yeah, like the amount of times that the amount of time that he says in Zero, right?
Yeah.
Is that like he's like, I can't say this because I might get canceled. It's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm in my house. I can say whatever I want.
He's just
try to
funny.
cancel me if I want.
Yeah, he just is genuinely funny, and he is good natured. He's just a smiley, happy guy, and he's a positive guy. I really enjoy that.
I think a lot of people relate to him.
Yeah, I feel like that's also why he's very funny. It's because you can relate to a lot of his jokes.
Yeah.
He's like, Mom,
I mean, that's
the
the
first
majority.
time his mom let him cuss.
At
It's the
least-
funniest thing of my life.
At least for me. Like,
I thought you say two cuss, but then you say 76 of them.
oh my god.
That's probably one of the best clips ever. I don't know if we could pull it up, but we'll see if we can pull it up. But it's definitely one of the best clips ever. Is Kevin Hart with his
For sure.
his cousin. I really enjoy that. I don't know if we can play it because I don't know what our fan base
Yeah.
is. PG rated.
No, I don't think we can. I don't think we can play.
No, we're not gonna play it. Okay, fine. We'll pull it up.
Not like we're gonna get monetized or anything, but
Yeah, we don't wanna.
yeah. All right.
But, yeah, he's just a really fun guy. I really enjoy him. I have a whole bunch of topics up here. Oh my god. Hey, look at that. We
Do
actually.
you know who a lot of people like even more than Kevin Hart? His best pal. You know what I'm saying?
DJ?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock. Them two together are the funniest pair ever.
Every movie,
They
either
pick-
one, either every movie that either one of them is in is like
The other one
like
is
is
bashing.
in, no, it's in the theater. Is in like
Yeah, it's
like
box
number
office,
one.
Box office.
box office. Sure, that's
It's called
yeah.
box office. And
But when they're both together, there's no competition.
yeah, the funniest thing is you watch them just do interviews together.
Oh my god! You see
I-
the Ellen
I
one where he was
roll.
like,
I literally roll. He's like, in the Ellen.
I was trying to be really nice, but like
He's like,
I went first, and then you.
he's just like he's like I can't even pretend that I was like tall. It was bad photo because I'm standing next to the stove. They're just genuinely funny guys, and when they're imitating each other, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
they're so.
And they said this on
funny.
the Ellen on the Ellen show, who also was gonna get canceled.
Cancel culture bullshit. But yeah, continue.
But they're like, at the end of the day, they just have a mutual respect for each other, and that's why they get along. And I think that's the problem.
I
With
just
Ellen,
think
is that we don't have a mutual respect for everyone. That's just what it should be, and then
The question
people
is,
should-
does everyone deserve that mutual respect? That's the question I'm going to ask you. Is
no. I think everyone should gets respect. I don't think everyone deserves honor. I mean, you have to earn honor. You get respect.
But do you get respect? Because I feel like depending on like the person will depend on if you get respect or not. Like, I
You
feel
can
like
get.
have to
I'm
earn
not saying like when you meet some, you could be like if you have a reason to be disrespectful to somebody. I'm not advocating for disrespect, but I'm saying
that was stupid.
like if you meet someone for the first time, and you've never met them, you've never seen them, there's just to be a certain amount of respect.
Yeah, just respect every human being. I understand. Like I personally, if I'm walking down the street, I respect you. Unless you're gonna walk up to me and sock me in the fucking face, like I'm gonna respect you. It's just.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you would disrespect them because they socked you.
Well,
in the
yeah,
face.
then I'll disrespect you. Then I'll fight back.
For sure.
Whether I'll win or not, you.
No, it's just I mean, a lot of people just don't respect each other
Yeah.
at the end of the day nowadays, and it's sad.
It is sad, yeah.
It's really sad. And that's why America is. I mean, I'm not saying it's the most divided ever because that would be like the Civil War. I think we can all agree on that. But it's very divided.
It's divided also for other reasons as well.
Are you gonna really disagree with me on the fact that right
No,
now
I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just not going to pull it. I'm just
It's
not gonna
like-
say anything.
half of the country
I'm
wanted
just-
slavery, the other half didn't?
Okay, fine. You're right. I'll stand down.
That's the big reason I'm
Okay.
guessing of the Civil War. Or not I'm guessing, I know.
And now I have a giant topic, Eitan. Or what was it? What were you going back? I don't think we've been introduced you. What do you want to go back? So people basically don't respect each other at all. It's kind of disgusting. But let's move on to another topic. I got a big one.
Alright.
We're going Jake and Nate Robinson. Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. This was an insane fight. Oh my gosh. Before we start.
All right.
Who did you have your money on before the fight? Be honest right now.
It was obviously Jake Paul. I'm dead serious.
The look on your face.
No. I'm dead serious. There's no way that someone that could jump high, you can't, as everyone's been saying now and even before the fight, you can't play boxing. He was playing boxing.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for what, 2 months? Jake Paul's been doing it for 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm spitting a lot, but he's been doing it for 3 years.
Okay. Thank you. I'm just kidding.
All right. Gosh, sheesh.
No,
what do you think was the biggest story, though?
What do you mean was the biggest story?
Jake versus Robinson? Like, after the fight. Jake versus Robinson?
Or KSI and Logan?
Or, no, not KSI and Logan. We'll talk about that later. But, or Tyson and Roy Jones.
I feel like the Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight looked like my two grandfathers just hugging it out in a ring.
Nah.
It was the most. It was the least.
Yeah, I don't think you understand boxing that well.
I understand enough to know that was just them hugging each other.
No, there was a couple punches that Roy Jones got. You could see the pain. I don't know if it should have been called a tie. I don't know
I don't think it should have been called a tie,
honest.
but I'm not going to either call a win or loss for either one because I don't know that much about boxing. But it was like two grandpas walking around in the ring.
I was watching the Logan Paul podcast.
Impulsive, yeah.
Impulsive, and you know Mike Tyson, like many years ago, he bit off the ear. You know how many points?
Alexander Holden.
Sure. You know how many points he got taken off for that?
2. 2 points. The same that Logan got taken off for punching KSI in the back of the head.
It's just like, and he probably would have won. Or he would have won. I don't know.
Logan? No, it would have been tied. He would have only got 1 point. It would have been tied.
Sure. Yeah. So
a lot of different.
I mean, but either way, I mean, who do you think? What do you think is the whole? This is what his third fight now of Jake Paul.
Second or third? I mean, he fought Deji. He fought bunch of other.
I mean, he sparred with people apparently in his backyard.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even fight with him. He just destroyed Nate Robinson. He put him to sleep, like literally. He told Logan Paul that he's gonna make him bounce on the floor, and literally, like he was gonna dribble him on the floor, and Nate Robinson he just went down, just went to sleep. The amount of memes, it's so funny. But like you gotta also respect both of them. Especially Nate Robinson, like obviously, I'm guessing he.
I respect the man for getting in the ring, especially with Jake's Jake's background. I respect the guy for getting in the ring because look at this guy.
I mean, you can either look at no. You can look at him in two perspectives: either this or the dork from YouTube.
I wouldn't call it a dork. It's more of
the cringy person 3 years ago that was from YouTube.
Immature. He's definitely grown, and I feel like this boxing
person that got raided by the FBI.
Well, he's definitely turned into a better person than he was, or at least that he showed himself to be on the internet. This is showing a different side of Jake, which is more of a grounded side, more of a
mature and collected.
Side of Jake. But the thing is, also that fight, I personally think after the first round, that first knockdown, the ref should have called it. Because you saw how hurt he was. After that first knockdown, what's his face wasn't the same.
Nate Robinson.
Nate was not the same.
Well, obviously, if you get knocked down, that means that you're put to the floor because you went to sleep.
No, not when he went to sleep. The first
no, I know what you're talking about.
Then he got knocked out.
He got hit here when he got knocked down the first time, and right here, like you black out for a second.
Yeah, it's the back.
So I'm saying he went down, went to sleep, and then he got up. All right, so I mean I'm not saying he's perfectly capable, but
yeah, I mean
Austin McBroom.
Austin McBroom,
he's from the Ace family.
He now stopped like chirping. He just stopped.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not gonna mess with this boy.
Yeah, but the thing is, is Josh Bruckner also on his list? I don't think he is, but Josh Bruckner has been chirping a little bit, at least from what I saw because I follow him on Instagram. He wanted to.
He's like a big. He's not a big YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber, and he wants to fight him because he's actually a professional boxer. We have Dylan Dennis. Is that his name?
Yeah, Dylan Dennis.
Evander Kane, who I actually know without this whole thing.
He's a professional hockey player.
Yeah, ice hockey player. I believe he plays on the Washington Nationals. He's insane. the guy is literally a freaking like he's a god. He plays on the Washington Nationals, and I believe the Washington Nationals. Don't like quote me on that, but
Yeah, but I mean,
I've seen him play ice hockey, and the guy is literally a god on ice. The guy, he's a
All right,
very
all right,
good
all right.
player.
but I mean, Nate Robinson just showed.
Yeah, like just because you're an athlete doesn't mean you can box. You can't play boxing, as you said.
Look, but
earlier.
there's a
You
big
just can't play boxing.
Yeah, but I mean, in contrast, there's a difference between Nate Robinson and a
But
current
also-
NHL player.
Yeah,
I mean,
when is he
because you're
gonna train?
fighting.
When is he gonna train? When is he gonna train?
I don't know, but I'm saying
Because the hockey season, I don't know. I think it already started. Did the hockey season already start? Someone get a fact check. Hockey season already started? Yeah. So we already have hockey season started. He has no time to train right now. And even if he has his fight
I don't know.
during
But,
the summer,
I mean,
it
isn't
still has no
isn't
fight.
that like boxing or not wrestling, but like just hitting each other in the?
It's different. Trust me. I play
Yeah, for
ice
sure
hockey.
it's different.
I play ice hockey. It's a lot. I box and I play ice hockey. They're both completely different sports.
Yeah, and I
I
beat
would
him at
not-
both.
I would not put them both together. So we covered a lot of good topics today. I really think that we did. I
sure.
hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below on what you want to see next, and we'll see you guys.
Follow him on Instagram.